All right, hey, Shalom. First and foremost, before I begin this lesson, I want to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem Yahushai, Bahashem Rachah HaKodash. Double honors go out to our apostles, Elders, Great Millstone, Harun, Teach Well. Shalom, Barakim to you brothers and sisters out there. All right, this is the brother Malachiah from the Great Millstone Nashville camp. Just putting it out there for sake of, in case any brother needs to know who I am or anything like that, definitely not for vainglory. Okay. Nobody, that is genuine in this truth is worried about any type of glory on this side. We're here to glorify Yahweh Shemel Shai. All right, so Lord willing, that this lesson is edifying to the elect. And I wanted to go into the resilience of the elect. Okay, because as we know, we're entering into a time when the elite are going to have a mandation for everybody to be micro C-hipped. To everybody to be given basically that badge of servitude. But no matter what the circumstances, no matter what trials and tribulations that the elect go through, like the scriptures say, they follow the Lamb whithersoever he goeth. So they're never going to conform to the ways of Satan. They're never going to give up on Yahweh Shemel Shai. They're never going to flip. They're never going to become rats. All right, they're never going to fold, become bitch-ass niggas. To say it for exactly what it is. And Salakia for the language, but that's exactly what it is. Right? They're never going to... Really, that's what Elder Ariala would be saying. Well, ho-ass niggas is what he says. But they're not going to flip. They're not going to turn. They're not going to, because the men of the Lord and the women that believe, those are the elect. They'll bend by all means, but they're not going to break. All right. They're not going to break. Yahweh is aware of the elect, you and me. We bend through shit. We're going to continue to go through shit. We're going to bend. You're going to bend bad. Sometimes you bend real bad, but guess what? You're not going to break. You're not going to fold. Okay, you're going to bounce back. And surprisingly enough, that's exactly what the definition, or Salaki, not the definition, but rather the etymology, the root of the meaning resilient. All right, like it says in Romans 15:4, these things were written aforetime for our learning. So we have a lot of examples that we through the scriptures might have comfort and patience of hope, or roughly paraphrasing, Romans 15:4. So we have all these examples of men and even women, but especially men of Yahweh Shemel Shai, that were resilient. They stood bold in the names of Yahweh Shemel Shai. They didn't conform to the ways of the heathen, to the ways of Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, the devil that the Bible speaks of. They maintained their integrity, like Job's wife asked him. Job's wife was a fucking, bug out. All right, she gave up quick. And she was bugging out over the fact that Job didn't. She was like, what the hell? She's like, you still maintain your integrity? Are you still serving the Lord? You still trying to do this? Look at all this shit that's happened to you. Curse God and die. And what did Job say? You're talking like a foolish woman. Basically, you're talking like a dumb bitch. Oh, you're speaking like a fucking idiot. Because Job didn't take no shit, man. And like the scripture say, he didn't sin foolishly with his lips. And guess what? He was rewarded for that. Just like we're going to be rewarded. No matter what has to happen. Oh, you don't want to take the C-hip? Oh, you don't want to do this? You don't want to do that? Oh, well, you're going to be tortured. Oh, well, you're going to go into the guillotine. Okay, great. Fuck you, man. How about that? In Yahweh, we have that bold, fiery spirit on us. Fuck you, Esau. Go ahead. Do your worst. Because first of all, we've already died before many times. What the hell does it matter if we have to die one more time for the Lord? Especially if it's an honorable, glorified death. Because that's really one of the things that you should dread, is a dishonorable death. A dishonorable discharge, if you will. We either want to be beamed up or die as a martyr. Fuck being a 2/3, man. Yahweh forbid. All right, so I got the word for resilient. It says springing back, returning to the original position, inclined to leap or spring back, to jump back, and I especially like this part, resuming original shape after compression, bouncing back from difficulties. There you go. Boom. Got to screenshot that. That's one for the books. Okay? And Yahweh, that's exactly what we're going to do if we find ourselves in these situations. Because like the scripts say, that we're going to be tried as a gold in the fire. Acceptable men are in the furnace of adversity. We're going to be put through hell. That's a guaranteed. Acts 14:22. Through much tribulation, we're going to enter into the kingdom. And it says in that same verse, it says exhorting the disciples. Basically, exhorting means that, let me go ahead and look it up. I'm already in the app. To encourage, stimulate, urge. So like lift up, like a pep talk. Like they even do at football. Like hype up the crowd, like hype them up. Like, come on. Words of encouragement. Those motivational videos, that's exhortation. It's just, more so carnal with those videos. But there's nothing wrong with watching those videos. Shit, I actually need to get back into them. I used to watch them. I need to watch them again. Because Jake be down bad and hurting. But with the exhortation, you see it. You hear it, and it's like, whoa. Like, come on, get up. Like, that shit gets you going. Now, we understand that motivation ain't always going to be there. And mainly, we have to lean on discipline. But at the same time, there's nothing wrong with, trying to gain more motivation. Because let me tell you, man, I haven't been in the truth for long. I'm a rookie. All right. But in the few years that I have been in the faith, you do lose motivation at times. There are times where you're like, hey, man, I fear the Lord. I care, so I'm going to continue to do this. But you just ain't got it in you. Like, you're doing it. You're going to continue to do it, but you're just, you're gassed. You're tired, You're like, fuck. Like, you're depressed. You're through. But that's where that discipline comes in. But that's not going to be like that forever. Definitely seek for motivation. Inspiration. Look, you got to recharge yourself. You can't always be in the state where you're low and you're just relying on straight fear and discipline. You have to, receive exhortation, counsel, things like pray, going fast. The Lord will even put you through crazy situations that make you motivated. Like, oh shit. Like, it gives you like a rush where you're like, oh yeah, no, I gotta snap in. You gotta snap in. You gotta get back. You gotta get after it. Which, of course, when we get exhorted, we spread that, right? When you get excited and you get lit, you're in a chat. Now the brother, he might not talk much. A few days out the week, and all of a sudden he's sending precepts, sending clips. Let's go. Like, come on, man. Voice messages. You got to exhort one another. Lift one another up. Because we ain't got nobody else here. At all. And if you think you do, your mama don't fuck with you. Your dad don't fuck with you. Your cousins, your brothers, your sisters, your friends of the world, they don't fucking care about you at the end of the day. And you're going to find that out the hard way if you don't adhere to the scriptures. At the end of the day, the only man that I know for sure is going to be by my side through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Shemel Shai is the brother, the Akim. That is the only one, not even my woman. Can I guarantee 100% is going to be by my side in every situation that I find myself in. I know the bros will. They going to be there. They going to be there. Not just because they have to, but because they want to. We want to help each other. So fuck everybody else in the world and all that. Man, fuck that shit, We got to continue to push, continue to strive for Yahweh B'Shem Shai. Like it says in Revelations 14:4, it talks about how, the elect are like virgins, the 144,000 virgins going into how they're not going to dabble in these other philosophies. They're going to serve Yahweh B'Shem Shai in true sincerity and only that. But they're never going to give up. They're never going to conform to the ways of this beast. The beast being EU and NATO. The image of the beast being the system. You know, the fucking ideologies and shit that this place pushes. All those things. You know, look, they're going to go past that. You ain't got to worry about that shit, man. They're going to continue to strive for their masteries. Yahweh Shemel Sharatazah. And that's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. Very beautiful. You know, and we have many examples. You know, Daniel with the lion's den. Too many examples. You got Daniel being put in the lion's den twice. 2 times. Then you got his 3 friends being thrown in the fucking furnace. The furnace killed the men that threw them in there. But they weren't touched by the fire. They didn't even smell like fire, man. And when they were thrown in there was a 4th person in there. It was Yahweh Shai in the spirit. As an angel. Essentially, you know. Yahweh Shemel Shai and the angels are always with us. We don't have to worry about anything. Like it even says in Daniel 12 and verse 1. How Michael the archangel is going to come and help us. And then, what is that? Psalm 34 and 7. I don't think that's it. It might be a different one. How no, I think it is that. The angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him. We're protected. We're secure. You don't have to worry about anything. Don't fret. All right, look up that word. F-R-E-T. Don't fret. Matthew 6. Read Matthew the 6th chapter. We're going to be taken care of. We're straight. We're good. We ain't got nothing to worry about, man. At all. At all. Yahweh Shemel Shai is taking care of us our entire existence. He's damn sure going to do it in the time of trouble that he said. He's the one bringing the plagues. He's the only one that can protect you from those said plagues. Okay? And especially another example of resilience. Well, first and foremost, you know, Yahweh Shemel Shai, forgive me for my insolence. Yahweh Shai. That's the number 1 example of resilience. Resilience against the flesh and against Satan, which is go hand in hand. They're best buds, our flesh and Satan. Satan plays on the flesh. You see? But then 2 Maccabees chapter 6 with Eleazar, who wouldn't even pretend to taste pork for Yahweh Shemel Shai and for his people, his nation. Because they respected him and they were like, hey, you ain't even got to eat it, man. Just pretend to. And you're good. It's like, nah, fuck that. Not even going to do that. I'm not going to set a bad example in front of this mother and these young men. I'm not going to stain my honor. He maintained his integrity. And then, of course, the 7th chapter, the mother and his 7 sons. They bodied Esau, Edom in the spirit. Esau's laughing, ha, your flesh, oh, I cut your fingers off. Fuck you, man. First of all, you're a hoe. Second of all, they won. Because what, like Yahweh Shai said, fear him that can destroy both soul and body in hell, not the man that just can fuck with your flesh. Because once your spirit is out your body, it's a done deal. But guess what? Esau, Edom, you fucking devils. All you elites, every single one of you motherfuckers. Yahweh Shemel Shai is going to destroy you. And you think it's... Because that's one thing I always live by. You know,